welcome everyone to this rapid fire with Tamaghna. Welcome, Tamaghna.
Thank you. Thank you, Neelu.
Okay, so we have a bunch of questions for you, and you will have to answer quickly.
Okay.
Ready?
Yes.
Okay, so you had a talk that you had given on creating my clone with AI, and which seemed
hmm
quite interesting to me. Can you talk about it a little?
Yes, yes, sure. So it was during the COVID days. I was at home, stuck, nothing very much to do, still figuring out what to do, how to kill time and all. So this is more of a passion project. And those days, what happened is that too many meetings was happening. Everybody was getting a call, this call, that call. I was tired of calls. So initial idea was, can I create something which will few of the calls instead of me attending, I can put something as a bot which will attend my calls and summarize my note and stuff like that. So that was how the idea came.
Like Jarvis.
But yeah, like Jarvis. But then yeah, from there it's and then that time obviously I watched this episode of Black Mirror, which was about there was it's called Be Right Back, which is about a kind of a lady. She ordered a bot of a like boyfriend who died, and the bot actually came, and then it's about that how they're leading the life of bot. So that gave me an idea. So I kind of started with that. An initial idea was, let's create a text bot which will like chat with my kind of sense of humor. So I have kind of exported all my chat history of WhatsApp, how I spoke to different people,
Oh,
how I spoke to it in Google Meet, in Facebook. I've exported all my possible messenger chat, which I could remember I have spoken in last 10 years, 15 years, whatever. And then I created a transformer model. Transformer is the first part of LLM, basically. All the LLMs are actually transformer. I create transformer
okay.
model, which actually trained with this model, and it can actually chat in my way of talking, which is has a idea was not only just responding to your answer, but with the kind of similar sense of humor or kind of anecdotes or whatever you say. That way you know that is someone like Basu is talking. So
I hope
that's how
I'm
I
talking to
created
the
the
real
text
one.
bot. Yeah, definitely. And once I've done, then next I created a video, a voice-based video with. So I tried a voice cloning. So this text goes to my voice engine, which is trained with my voice and modulation. So it actually generates a voice audio with the answer. And then I created a video where this actually voice goes and it lip sync my video. So you
Okay.
actually and this happens in real time, not deepfake. And then I created a plugin which will connect to Zoom or Google Meet call.
Hmm.
So that way, this can actually join a Google Meet call where you can ask a question and it will be able to answer. So yeah, that was
Okay,
the overall
that's
idea.
that's quite exciting.
Yes.
Okay, cool. The second one. So you have been a serial entrepreneur, right? You've started many startups. You've been a founder and CEO in many of them. What is your biggest learning about starting up since you have been doing this for a while now?
Yeah, I think I'm still learning, I would say. So yeah, it's a process where we are learning. So in terms of my personal learning, I would say I think there are a couple of things which happened in my perspective, how I see now things a little different, which is I've seen all the ups and downs. When you're actually on your own, you realize grass on the other side is always green. So when you probably was working somewhere, you think, I want to be a founder. When you become a founder, you then start appreciating what was there before.
The
A
job
lot of good
days.
things. Yes. So I'm not saying which is right and wrong. So everything has their own pros and cons. But then, yeah. So what I've realized is, appreciate all the good things you have in life or you had. So that is a good distinction I had. So one thing I've learned, and I wish to have them more. So basically, having a clear segregation of what are the things you want, which is makes you happy, and good things, and you stay focused on that. So that is one part. Second part is, I think one thing, other thing is because of this ups and downs, and then you go through it, you don't give up. It actually gives you a lot of resilience in terms of now. Um, I know things can go bad south, things can go north, which is good or bad of it, but it's okay. I have to deal with it. I have to go through it. So I think that is one of the very key perspective I generally suggest everybody that once you come into it, you should always have a mindset that you will know you should know that you will go through this. It's okay, and you have to just go through the journey and come up with a solution. Don't dwell in the problems, but then let's focus on how we can come out of it, how we can solve. So I think that my ability of solving problem, ability of not getting panicked, probably handling situations have improved is what I learned, I would say. And again, yeah, it's okay if things go up or things go down, but yeah, it's part of the journey, and just go through it, stay focused, and do your work.
Awesome. Yeah, that's resilience is the word.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've been a mentor at so many places. What would you suggest is the best approach to learning or, career building for people in the community?
Um, See, again, figure out what works for you. That's all.
Like,
It's not okay, what, yeah, no, that's something. It's not okay, what I do. So some people like to have, let's say, just to give you a very basic example, some people would love to learn online versus some people would love to learn on a classroom.
okay.
Now, I'm just giving a very basic meta example in terms of a metaphoric example that you figure out what works for you. There are both the options available. The sooner you focus, sooner you understand that it's better for you, and then and it's okay. Maybe you think this is the right thing. You go forward there, try it out, and then if it doesn't work, you come back. So fail fast. So figure out what works for you, try it out, fail fast, and then pivot and then try something new. Don't get stuck on one place and then EQ why it's not working, why it's happening to me. There is no point of having these kind of questions. Second thing, I would say that be very vocal about your situation. It's in terms of what you want to do, what you don't want to do, about your opinion. About, and you don't need to be another thing, but you have to be very vocal in terms of your opinions, because that will help people to understand what you want and how I can help. Like if I are asking me as a mentor, then I know I need to understand what you want. Now, the second, third part is you should understand that everybody is busy in life. So when you go with somebody, you want to learn something from somebody or somewhere, you be very focused and straightforward. These are the very few things I say that stay focused, find out what works for you, try out, fail first, come back and try again. Third is, be very vocal about your opinion, what you want and what you don't want, and how do you want it. And fourth is, respect others' time and be mindful about it when you're actually reaching out to someone and talking to somebody.
Oh, that's a lot of shots. I think I'll have to go faster in rapid fire. I think you are going faster. No, but
Okay.
that's amazing. Set of inputs. I just wanted to know, even in pandemic, right? You were sitting and building yourself, like cloning yourself with AI. So you're using even the downtime. So what do you do when you're not doing security? Like strictly not doing security
Okay.
or AI?
Okay. So basically when I don't work.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So yeah, a lot of things. I think first thing I prefer to say I'm a lazy person. Everybody's lazy. We don't, unless it's
Doesn't
absolutely
look
necessary.
like that
We
at
don't.
all.
No, but the thing is, given an option, I would say first is I watch a lot of movies, series, and all these things. So, and when I say watch, we actually very critical about it. I mean, it's not that simply I go and watch. I first will go. I'll read reviews in IMDb. I'll read the reviews in Rotten Tomatoes. I'll read feedback, and then I'll decide is it really okay to watch that or not. And
Oh.
also, certain kind of we also follow certain genres or certain directions or directors or actors also. So my way of watching is not just simply randomly pick up and watch, but if I'm following a director, I'll follow the director, watch them, and try to understand that person's mindset. Based on what and how on earth someone could think of building something like that. So it's not about watching, but then what I get excited about is what happens, what the thought process behind building it. So watch movies. That's one. Second is I am a swimmer. I love swimming, and yeah, and we do open water. So most recently, I've completed 5 kilometer open water swimming, which is swimming in the ocean. Now my
Okay.
target is in December. I'm planning for a 10 kilometer open water swimming in December. So yeah,
Okay.
so that is what I try to
That's
do
amazing. That's
also.
really good.
So these are the two things, and then yeah, taking a break, probably do random trips once in a while here and there. Yeah, that's pretty much what I do.
That's nice to hear. I think many of our other guests also been talking about, particularly about physical fitness. and
Mm.
swimming and other exercises and activities, which is quite inspiring.
Yeah,
Yes.
one thing I want to pick up then, I sorry to interrupt. I think I stopped reading a lot of books. Earlier, I used to read a book once,
I
one
stopped
book a
reading.
month. Yeah, but I think I will resume that now since you're talking now. I think I should do that.
No, great, great. I think anything can be an inspiration. I was just thinking of the movies, and then I thought of Black Mirror again. I never imagined Black Mirror can be. Of course, it is fiction in many ways, but it can be a huge inspiration for some of these real work, right, on the ground, which is nice.
Mhm.
It's a full circle. Okay, and lastly, what do you like most about security communities, particularly Indian security community, given that you started here, as far as I know.
Yep. Yep. So I always say that, and I'm always grateful to this community, Indian security community or InfoSec guys. What I am today because of this community. All my friends, my is from here. My well wishes are here, and the reason we're talking also today is because of the community we met through that, right?
Yeah.
So it's a great community to find your mentor, find your peers to learn together. A lot of time, I believe in group study. Like throughout my career, I always studied in groups. So that's why this when I used to do the null meetups, null hamla, and all this about given an opportunity to learn together as a community-based learning. So I always I love that. So learning peer, find mentors, find your peers, find also people giving back to community. A lot of times, I also find people who are now struggling with the things which I used to struggle. So I always try to say help them, giving it back also. So there's a very close communication. I think people are more open to help collaborate, and support each other. So that is something I really like here. Everybody is just a phone call away. So no matter you need security help, need personal help, I think we have kind of created a very strong bonding here. So that's what I like here.
Oh, well put. Thanks. Thanks a lot for being there in the community for such a long time, helping out, giving back. I keep hearing your ideas on so many things, and that you're planning. All the best with that, and thanks for joining us in the rapid fire today.
Great. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me here. I wish you all the best.
Thanks, Tamaghna, and thank you everyone for watching this rapid fire with us. We will see you all in the next episode. Bye bye.